Hi, and welcome to the second flip lecture, which goes through Templates HD. Now, if you haven't already checked out the first flip lecture using Media HD, I recommend that you go there first. Now, Templates HD, this is where you can create the background or backdrop that gets applied into every single slide later on within campaigns. Now, a template, once you have one created that you like, you're able to use, I recommend that you use it over and over again and get more comfortable with campaigns HD. Again, that being the third lecture. But you will need to have at least one template to get started. So we'll show you that. Click on your Templates HD button from your Command Center dashboard. I'll show you creating one from scratch. Click the Add Template button. Now, give it a name. You want to give it a name that makes sense that not only you but other users within the system can identify. Templates will be used over and over again, so naming them is incredibly important. And as you create more, I recommend no more than 3 to 5, especially as you're getting started. You're not going to need additional templates unless down the road you want to change up your logo or background or colors. You really change more of the look and feel of what's going to display on your digital endpoints more within Campaigns HD. Well, once I've given it a name, I'm going to keep the format set to horizontal since that's how my screens are mounted. However, if you have vertical screens, change it to vertical in the drop-down. Next, click Save and Edit Template. That way you can go right into the template editor. First step you do not want to miss is clicking as active to the right of the template's name. This makes it available in the next step within Campaigns. Now you have to pick a background color. That way it looks good. You can either pick from this drop down, or if you know the color code, go ahead and type it in. If you want something a little bit better than just a background color, click on Browse for your background image. All media assets that you have designated as a background image are available on this level. However, if you're like me and you forgot to upload it, click the Add Media button here, and then you can browse for that background image. Just make sure to set it as both active and background before clicking Add Media. I'm going to use one that has our Industry Weapon logo on it. So I'll type it into the Smart Search and click the preview icon. That way you can see a little preview of what that background image looks like. It has our logo as well as for our branding and colors. Click Add Media and we'll add it into this field. Now to see this template in action, click Save Template. Any changes you make up here at the top, once the page is refreshed, they're going to be reflected in the template preview below. Now I can see that it's pulled in that background image for me. It does have a design grid. If this is distracting or you don't want it, or you'd like a different one, scroll back up to the top. To remove it, click the Show/Hide Grid option, and it will take it away. If you would like to pick from other ones, you can do so by clicking these different grid options down below. In fact, there's one that breaks it up into quadrants, so depending on what your needs are, you can pick a different grid to fit it. Keep in mind that grid will never show up on your digital endpoint. It's only here in the editor screen. Now to add some more good stuff. Expand the dynamic content section. Out-of-the-box items that are available to every single Command Center account are these two in the middle. Click to activate the weather, date, and time widgets. Click Save. It will refresh the page and put your weather, date, and time widgets into the top left-hand corner of the template preview. Now, to make changes to them, simply click and drag them out. Double-click to change the font color, and also to pick from different preset formats. Now in this template preview, it will always show you Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania's weather, date, and time. That's only in the template preview. Whenever this actual background is sent out onto your screens, it's going to read the location details, which are the time zone and the zip code of your player. So what you see in here, that's not what's going to be sent out. It's going to read the actual location details of the players. And again, the players are the piece of hardware that are connected to your screens or your digital endpoints. I'm going to double click, continue to change their colors, and continue to change what format they're in. And then just drag and drop them to where I'd like them to go. Now, my background image has placeholders for it, and in fact, we do make for all of our customers free templates that have your logos on it that are based off of your branding guidelines. So you can always reach out to your client retention specialist. But if you do have a question or you want to know the status of your free created templates, give us an email at training@industryweapon.com. Other fun items to add are something like a scrolling ticker. If I click as active, I can actually type in my message here. So if I want to type in something like happy birthday, I can do that. Now I went ahead and copy and pasted it a few times. If your message is incredibly short, definitely copy and paste it maybe 5, 6, or 7 times. However, if your message is 2 to 3 sentences long, copying and pasting it maybe 2 or 3 times should suffice. Once I select that, click Save Template. You guessed it, it refreshes the page and puts it in the top left-hand corner. Once I grab this, I still have to activate the scrolling motion. So double click. You can select things like the text color and background color, but you definitely want to set both the size and the speed. We recommend a speed of 2 or 3. Once you click that, select apply and it will generate that scrolling motion. Now you're not done just yet because you can resize and place where you'd like the scrolling message to go. Hover over the bottom right hand corner and drag and drop it out. Next, take that and put it into the template where you'd like it to go. Maybe you don't want to pull in something like a happy birthday message. That's okay. You can pull in an RSS feed instead. Just select Use RSS. Now, similar to a remote image, you're going to right-click this and copy and paste a link's location. In fact, I'm going to use a few examples that they have listed from a major news source. Keep in mind, we cannot officially endorse, and you will always have to check with your legal department if you're pulling from items that are not from your actual organization. But let's say I get the go-ahead and I can pull this in. Maybe I want to pull in the top sports headlines. I right-click it, copy the link's location. It also might say copy link URL or shortcut, and then go back into your template editor and paste that into this blank field here. Once I click save, it's going to refresh that page, and instead of showing my happy birthday message, it's going to pull in those top sports headlines. Any changes you make up top here, remember to go and click Save Templates. Now, if you have any questions, any suggestions, or you want to find out more about Templates HD, give us a call, 877-344-8450, or send us an email at training@industryweapon.com.